Hello everyone, welcome to Total War Elysium. My god, what a crowd we have already. I wish I had this many viewers on just a general stream, and this is only just waiting before the stream even happened, so this is quite incredible. Anyway, just waiting for my own stream to start. There we go, so I can mute it. So this is Total War Elysium. Oh boy, that is... okay, hold on. I just, wait, what is this weird? Okay, oh god. There's a... oh my god, okay, so I'm pressing buttons. I have a hotkey for my webcam, which I guess I'm gonna have to just click it instead, because, no, not that one. Because apparently when I press the hotkeys that I normally press, some kind of thing opens, and I've never seen that before, so let's not mess with that right now. Anyway, welcome to Total War Elysium. So this is the Total War card game that is currently in closed beta. I have been given access to this. I was given access a couple of weeks ago. I've been playing it quite a bit. I'm level 20, as you can see up here. It doesn't really tell you anything because you have no idea how long it takes to level up. But I can tell you that I've played about 28 hours of this so far. I'm going to be showing you guys, first of all, a couple of single-player matches. Just 1 or 2, 3 maybe. Just to kind of show you the basics of the card game. It's not like most card games. There's a very unique... mechanic. It's called Daybreak, where basically, really shortly put, you only make a deck consisting of 18 cards, and then every couple of turns, Daybreak happens, and you choose a couple of cards that you want in your deck from your originally made deck. You choose up to 9 cards. Well, you choose 9 cards, not up to. So essentially, again, I'll show you when we play an actual game, but yeah, you make a deck, and then when the game starts, you choose 9 cards from that deck to go into your actual deck that you draw from. And then once the next Daybreak happens, you choose another 9, and then you basically keep going like that. So you can end up with multiple copies of a single card in your deck, but you only put 1 card in your actual deck when you deck build. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to show deck building. I'm not allowed to show anything other than the main menu screen and actual gameplay. So I can't show you the collection, I can't show you the store, I can't show you my account or anything like that. This is all you get to see, plus the actual game, of course, as well. Card game, and I'm out. Well, I mean, you could have just googled Total War Elysium to find out. Is this a PC console or mobile game? It's going to be on PC as well as mobile, but currently it's only available in closed beta on phones to the general public. I'm playing on PC, but as a content creator we have special access. But yeah, I'm playing on PC. It's going to be both on PC and mobiles though eventually when the game comes out. Anyway, so I'm going to play for a couple of games on single player, then I'm going to jump in, or Olly, a developer on Elysium, is going to be jumping in with me, he's going to be chatting with me, and he's going to be answering questions as well. Then we're going to be playing for an hour and a half, and then I'll end the stream there, and then I'll be doing another 2-hour stream later on, because the first embargo allows us to play for 4 hours total of streaming. Anyway, so I've built 5 decks with Napoleon, Cao Cao, Guthrum, Lagafa, and there's a couple more generals, but I haven't unlocked them yet. I'm going to start this first match with Lagafa because she is really simple. So you basically have a general who is actually a character in the game, which I'll show you in a second. And every general has some unique unique ability and a general signature card. So her signature card is First Strike, which is a free mana, deal 1 damage to any target, which sounds really bad, but it has Raid. And Raid means that it costs 1 less for every damaged unit and structure in play. So you can end up this costing 0, essentially. You can play it once every turn, kind of like if you want to compare a hero ability of Hearthstone. And her special ability is that whenever she empties her hand, she gains +1 attack. So you can end up with like, a 6, 7, 8, however many times you empty your hand, essentially. So yeah, let's just start a battle. Single player, just going to play against some AI just to show you guys the actual game. Level 20 already, you better show some serious skills. I have some really cool decks that I'll be able to show you guys when I play against... well, I can show one of them against AI, but I'll play some against Olly later. Having some really fun decks. So, alright. So this is what happens when you first play. The first Daybreak happens. I made a deck of 18 cards, and now I get to choose 9 of those 18 cards to put in my actual deck that I draw from throughout this game. And then later on, after a couple turns, you can see here, go through all those turns, then I get to put 9 more in, 9 more, etc, etc. So I'm going to start off with some aggro stuff. Obviously this deck is quite low because she's a very aggro type character. I'm just going to put in some stuff. I'm not going to explain what every card does right now, but I'm I already have a bit of a plan of what I want. Let's actually drop Blood of the Sun. I want to have more Warmongers. Warmonger's really good with this deck, but again, I'll get to that as we go. But this is what I want to start with. So then we just start drawing our cards. We're going first. Second player gets a supply back. So supplies are your mana, if you will. There's 2 rows in this game for each side. I'm going to just move Nagafa up. We didn't draw anything we can play right now, so it's then my turn. You can see here, you'll go through the turns. Blue is me, red is the opponent. And then when we get to the end of this, we both get to put 9 more cards into the deck again. And again, my goal with Lagafa is to run out of cards as fast as humanly possible. So, what we can do here is, let's see. So Irish Currents is a 1/3 that's when it survives damage gains +2 attack. The Marauder has Rate, which means it for every damaged unit in structure it costs 1 less, and this also gains a supply when I play it. So I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to just hit one of these things. Let's hit the 1/3. I'm going to put her down because she only costs 1 now, and then I have enough mana because I gain an actual... Oh, sorry, not mana, supply. I need to get used to that as well. I have another one because that is what she does on her Herald. Herald is what she does when she moves into play from hand. Now I have enough supply to play another card. So I'm going to put my... let's go for the Key Rolls, which is now a 2 mana or 2 supply 3/3. I need to get used to not saying mana as well, but... Is there a list of available civilizations in the game? Yeah, there's a link in the description to the FAQ. You can see a whole bunch of information there. They use Demoralize. Demoralize is a 2 supply cost -2/-2 debuff, if you will, which is pretty nice. But that's okay. High Ridge is a really strong card. This gives all your units and structures on the same line with +2 health, which is really strong. Currently can't do a whole lot, so I think we're just going to put down the Irish Currents and just whack that for 1 and get rid of that. Get good, donkey. When are the CA people joining? After about 20-30 minutes. Is there a Yariwal card? No. Because there's no Shogun stuff in yet, but that will be added over time as well. Alright, so now High Ridge is really strong because I can just attack that and survive. So I think we're going to place that as well as the Comrade in Arms, which is going to buff up our... we can do... There's placement as well, so I can put this guy anywhere I want on this row, or put him on the second row, of course, but I'm just going to put him up here and buff this guy up even further. He's going to be our carry this round, it looks like. And that makes him a 6/3, 2 mana 6/3, 2 supply 6/3. Oh boy. No Shogun, no love. Hey Hugo, how's it going, dude? So there might be a Yariwal card. In the future, perhaps, yes. Alright, so this is the second Daybreak, so now we get to choose 9 more cards. I want to go a little bit higher up. A lot of these late game cards that I put in this deck have raids. You can see like all 4 of these have raids, which mean they become cheaper the more damaged units and structures that are on the field. So I want to Blot Out the Sun, which is a 1 supply, deal 1 to everything, which means I can make a lot of things wounded, at which point all these cards become really cheap. I want to have Torchbearers. Anytime anything dies, she deals 1 damage to a random enemy. Viking Hunters has the same ability as Lagafa herself. Whenever you empty your hand, this gains +1 attack. We're going to be emptying our hand pretty soon. Warmongers is a free cost 3/5, which usually has a downside. Also has flanking, which means you can attack around the first line, which normally you can't do. But on Shattered, I need to actually choose my cards, so I'm going to run out here. Let's take Dawn Raid. So, Warmongers is a free cost 3/5, which with flanking, which is insanely OP, but the downside is that if it dies, it empties your hands, which with Lagafa is a benefit, so they're actually looking at this card, maybe nerfing it at some point, but for now, quite happy. Anyway, we can empty our hand for the first time now, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So, let's have a look. How am I going to... We're going to kill this by... I actually kind of... No, we can do this here, and then we'll attack with her, because she now gains +1 attack. And then we're going to start whacking Cao Cao for 6 damage with our Irish Currents. This Viking Hunters, I put it at the back because it has short range. So short range means it can fire over 1 lane. So if it's here, it can fire into the first lane here. If it's in the front lane, it can fire onto the back row. And there's also long range, which you can hit any row, essentially. So you put in the back row, you can hit stuff over there. But long range units are usually quite weak, so you got to be careful. So yeah, this card normally costs 7, now it costs 4. And it's a 4/2 that deals 3 damage to any target, which is actually really convenient here because we get to get rid of the messenger right away. So we're going to go ahead and pop that down, smack that. We're going to chuck the axe at Cao Cao simply to empty our hand, so Lagavulin becomes stronger once more. Let's just start hitting him. Now here's a feature about this game as well that is called Last Gasp. So Last Gasp even. When a general reaches below 7 HP, it will become invulnerable to all damage. So even if I hit it with the 8 damage before, it still would have stopped at 6. I would have only done 1 damage. So it becomes invulnerable for the rest of the turn. It's actually called Unbreakable, but that basically means you can't target it or anything. You can't deal damage to it, whatever. And he draws 2 cards as well. Every general in the game has that same mechanic. And then he actually used the camouflage, so I can't attack him right now. I can't target him in any way. Dawn Raid used to be really strong. It used to be 1 supply, now it costs 2. It draws a card, and then your hand costs 1 less this turn. So right now I'm just going to play it because I want to empty my hand. Got the Torchbearers, which is actually an interesting way. We could actually hurt Cao Cao by killing this off. Anyway, I think we're just gonna... Do we have any clean way of dealing with this? Unless I chuck that in. I think we're just gonna hit it with that. Then we could do 4 damage, and then... I mean, I could just kill it with that, to be honest, but it's just... Oh, right, of course. Sorry, totally forgot. It has flanking, so it can't be hit by units in the back row. So actually, I'm just gonna have to... I don't even want to take 6 on my general. Let's just hit it with you. Let's get rid of him now. And since Cao Cao is up there, so 2 things died. We actually managed to do 2 damage to him. Since Cao Cao is up there, I'm actually going to put the hunters up there. It gets us some extra HP from that as well. So I can't target it right now because it's camouflaged. But the Torchbearer still has true aim apparently. You can still chuck torches at it, so it's all good. Can you steal or destroy enemy barrels? So supply. I don't think there's any cards right now that you'll take supply from the opponents. We're just gonna kill him this turn, so I'm just gonna auto choose this and continue because I get the first turn, I can just kill him right away. But yeah, no, I don't think you can steal or destroy. But there are ways to gain more supply per turn. Anyway, just gonna shoot Cao Cao, and there you go. Chuck the torch as well. Why not? For good measure. So obviously the AI is not super good yet. I don't think I've lost a single game against him yet. But yeah, I'm gonna do one more game. I'm gonna play a little bit more of an exciting deck. Let's go for maneuverability. This is one of my own creations. I mean, all of them are my own creations, to be fair. But this one I came up with really early on, and is actually really fun to play if it goes off. Show Napoleon deck. Don't worry, I'll play all my decks throughout this. After this game, I'll be playing with Olly. So I think Olly's watching right now, so I'll let him know now. After this game, I'll give him a call, and then we're gonna just on the phone, and then we're gonna play together, and then he can also answer some questions. It's difficult to play and read chat at the same time. So this deck, let me just pick this actually first. This is all about maneuverability. There's a unique thing in this game called maneuver, or a tag, I guess you should call it. Let's see here. What do I want? I've got 3 more cards I can choose. I want Demoralize. I want some removal early on in this deck. I want to have G Infantry, and then we're going to stick the short swords, I think. Comrade in Arms. Yeah, let's take that. So this deck is all about maneuverability. There's a couple cards in here that have that do something when they maneuver. I don't have any in my hand right now, but essentially maneuver means moving from one lane to the other lane. I don't want to play my G Infantry. G Infantry has a +1 health buff when it comes out to another unit, but we don't have units right now, so I can't use it at the moment. So I'm just going to move Cao Cao up. Anyway, so I'll show you once we get some maneuverability cards what exactly they do. Cao Cao has a unique ability, or well, his signature card is that whenever you target something, this becomes 1 less cost, and this just draws a card. So it's currently a free supply, draw a card. But it will become a 2 mana or 2 supply, 1 supply, etc. whenever I target something. And targeting is, for example, this. So this gives target friendly unit +1 health. So that's targeting something. Alright, so Open Plains is pretty bad right now because he's got a flanking unit. So if I put my Open Plains down, he's just going to hit it for free immediately. So I don't want to have that happen. So I think we're just going to go with our Messenger. So Messenger is a free cost 2/3, which is a bit meh, but it draws a card from your reserves, which is interesting. I'm just going to start hitting that. So reserves are not your deck. This is the deck on the right side here. Your reserves are actually on the left. So this is the next round's cards that I can choose from on the next Daybreak. But since I just drew one, I can't take the Saber Infantry next time, because I've already drawn it preemptively, essentially. Alright. Being flooded over here. We got a nice little removal and Drown in Flames. These do 1 damage to an enemy line, which is quite nice. Unfortunately, our messenger got killed by the oh, he's already gone, actually, with the 2/2 that we had just now. So this is one of the maneuver cards that you can see here. So whenever this maneuvers, you draw a card, which is really good with open plane. And if you just start moving it around like crazy, you can just draw a lot of cards. Drown in Flames isn't that great, because it does 1 damage to an entire line, which is alright, but I could buff this, but it's still not super good. I guess I could also buff with G Infantry, but there isn't really a ton of buffing to do. I think what I'll just... I think I'm just going to do it. I'll put that up. Like, if I play him, if I move him up, he's just going to get killed, but there's not really much I can do about that anyway, so let's just kill one of the peasantry and be on our way. So the special thing that I was going to talk about earlier with Cao Cao is that whenever any ally moves forward in this turn, he restores 1 HP. So not 1 per ally that moves forward, but if one of them, even if 10 units move forward during the turn, he regains 1 HP, which makes maneuverability quite a good thing as well, because there is obviously going to be quite a lot of movement. So I'm kind of waiting for my like 5 mana play, open planes, or open plane and Wandering Philosopher or something like that. So now you can see, because we've already drawn the Saber Infantry from our reserves, we actually have 1 card less to choose from right now. So I'm going to start picking up some of my later cards. I don't think I need one of those. Take the Backtuned Traders. Once this deck starts going, it's so much fun. I want to get all my targeting stuff now. So I have a lot of target cards, like especially the cheap ones, on Pearl Dragons. Pearl Dragons is a free cost 2/3 that has a mandate. Mandate is that it triggers whenever you target it. His mandate is that other units gain +1 action this turn. So you can start maneuvering stuff back and forth, getting all the benefits from all the maneuvering. So if I put that on this a bunch of times, if I gave all the other units more actions, for example, my Wandering Philosopher can just move back and forth and draw more and more cards. So I'm kind of waiting for it's very much a combo deck essentially. Anyway, I think early on I just want to do some removal, so I think maybe a Demoralize on that just to kill that off. I'm not too keen. I think I'm just going to kill that off. We want to Demoralize, then I've got 2 left. I could play the Open Plains kind of as a setup, but if it gets removed it'd be really annoying. There are quite a few cards that can remove it just like that, and there's not really much I can do about it. And it's kind of a setup play. So I like, it'd be a waste if it does die, but like against a player I probably wouldn't do this, but against an AI I'm just going to go for it. I can't conceal it, I'm pretty sure. Oh, you can actually. Oh, I totally didn't realize. I've never done that before. I can conceal my open plane. That makes sense. There's bushes around it. Right, so there you can see open plane. I didn't even explain what this does yet. So after any unit is deployed, move it. So he just moved he put his messenger on the front line, which means it doesn't draw a card. It only draws a card from the reserves if it's on the back line, or if you put it on the back line, but the AI put it on the front line. So it moved backwards, and now he didn't even draw a card from it, so a complete waste. He could have actually just put it in the back line, drawn a card, and it would have moved forward immediately, which is what you want, but anyway. We've drawn Backtuned Traders, which is really solid. Whenever it maneuvers, you gain supply equal to the unit's attack this turn. So if I just play this right now, right here, I'm immediately going to gain 2 supply from it moving because of the open planes, which makes it super good. And then we're going to play Wandering Philosopher, I think, just to get that card draw going as well. And I'm hoping we can soon draw a Pearl Dragon. So there's 8 cards left in the deck, but should be okay. I'm not going to do any attacking. I have no need to attack. I don't like... I don't need to do any damage to him. This deck is all about getting to the late game and just getting the combo going, essentially. Alright, there's the Demoralize, so our Backtuned Traders are gone. It was a 1-mana 2/2, really, or a 1-supply 2/2, so really it wasn't that huge a deal either if it dies, but obviously surviving would have been a big benefit. This card, Well Drilled, there's another one in the deck as well, another type of card that does the same thing. This allows you to move a target and give it +1/+1, so I can basically put it on the Wandering Philosopher just to move it again and get another card draw. But yeah, we're going to start off by drawing a card. That 6/3 is a bit scary. I don't really have anything to deal with that right now. I could actually probably get there, and it's unfortunate because our open planes is going to die immediately, and the messenger is a ranged as well. I'm missing my most important combo pieces, unfortunately. That is the downside of a combo deck, of course. I'm tempted to put the other open plane down. A way to deal with cavalry, by the way, is caltrops. It's actually it's a structure, essentially. It's caltrops, but I don't have that in the deck right now, because I generally don't need it. I think we're just going to have to... I think we're just going to draw a card for 2 right now. Okay, there's another back-tuned trader. That's good, except I don't really have any... I don't have supplies to use right now. I'm just going to put another open plane down. As it stands, they can't actually... I can conceal one of them, but... Conceal is such a good card because it's a cheap way to make... to target something, but... nah, I'm just going to leave it. If they both get destroyed, then so be it. There's these 2 brown lines between the lanes. Are they just there to separate front and back row? If I saw that correctly, your brown line was not there in the beginning of the battle. Yes, so they're not there at the start because they appear later. Man, there's a lot of cavalry in this deck. Holy crap. Okay, well they both survive for now. So if we can, okay, there's our pearl dragon. So this could be quite good now. We're gonna start by putting the Bactrian traders down, which is gonna maneuver twice, which means I get to. Get a whole bunch of supply from that. So I gain supply from playing this. Like I gained 4 and it only costs 3, so I just benefited from that fully. We're going to put down the Pearl Dragons and I think just immediately conceal that. This is still kind of rough. There's a lot of cav here. I actually, legitimately, I've never been this this ruined before by the AI, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to put down the Pearl Dragons. This is a bit unfortunate. I'm going to put them in the back, actually. Because... I'm missing all my big cards. Like, there's 4 cards in here, and most of those are big. And I need those, but I have no way to currently draw except for doing that. So, I'm going to conceal him so he definitely doesn't die. Which means it gives him an extra action, but since he's still... Like, he can't do an action because it's the first turn he got played. Which is a shame. All these cards are target cards. Let's just do one of these. Another Pearl Dragons. Oh, boy. I don't know. We're going to have to just let Cao Cao do a bunch of tanking. I don't even want to attack anything because he's going to die, basically. I think we're going to have to put down some stuff just to kind of... yeah, let's put that up to 3 damage because then I can kill that one if the AI is smart enough to do that. Alright, this is bad. There's all my good stuff's in here, unfortunately. But we're going to have to just draw it. Parthian Cav would be a good way to get back. That would be like an insta, just like immediately wipe the board because of what this does. But I can explain that when we actually get to it. Gathering Warband's really useful. I'm going to take another Wandering Philosopher as well, just because I need to draw some more cards. I need some removal as well. I took out some of the removal in this deck because I didn't think I needed, but now all of a sudden I'm getting absolutely destroyed. So I really want Conceal, so I'm going to have to take something away. Let's, I think I put one already in the deck. Let's get rid of one of these ones. Let's take a Conceal. Actually, let's take the Regimental Drummer. Alright. Let's go. Nowhere near on par to Legends of Runeterra. Well, that's your choice. I think it's... Oh my goodness, that's a 12-free right now. Holy shit. They patched the game like a couple days ago. And, oh, it just killed himself though. Thank God for that. Thank God for the AI not being too smart yet. But it used to basically not... but I bet you I'm going to draw a maneuver card now. It used to not actually play its late game cards, and they changed that now, so the AI is a little bit better at the moment than it used to be. This would have been so good if I'd drawn it 1 turn sooner, but... okay. I'm going to have to put it down anyway. Let's put it down here. And we're gonna just go for that, which then buffs this up by +1/+1 as well, because that's what he does. I'm trying to just do some targeting so I can draw some cards as well. I think we're gonna have to kill that, that's for sure. And then I'm gonna have to play this boy and buff him up a little bit, just so he doesn't die to that instantly. Alright, I think we might be able to make a comeback here. There's a clear need for more Yari Shigaru, I know, right? Can you die, lose of having no more cards to draw? No. I've run out of cards many times. Oh my god, there's some crazy buffing going on here. This is the most difficult AI match I've ever had, and it's against the AI. It's on stream again, of course. Is what I was trying to say. All right, there we go. Well, this would have been good if we had those open planes still on the deck, but we don't. And I didn't put anything in either, so I have no way of really making that work anymore. It's still good with the Pearl Dragons. So this deploys 4 Horse Archers, which whenever they move, they deal their damage, which is 2, to a random enemy. So basically you start moving them around like crazy, which can still work out with the Pearl Dragons. And they'll actually... They can just wipe stuff out, basically. But again, we need to actually be able to kill that off, and I have currently no real way of doing that. Can buff this up to a 2-free, but that's not enough. And need to steal with 3 damage. I could perhaps draw something, because the thing is, if I play Pearl Dragons and it gets killed instantly, it's not going to do anything. I can still play this now anyway. Let's actually just go for it. I'm not going to die this turn anyway, so let's put this down. One of them will die to this probably, but that's okay. And then I'm going to draw a card as well. Actually, I could have killed this, but I would have basically... Yeah, I would have died next turn if I'd done that, so that would have been a bad idea. I'll move him up just to buff that up to a 2-3. Which again is pretty much irrelevant, but I can kill off the junk at least. That's literally called junk, so I'm not joking. Alright. So next turn should be a bit of a comeback, because this has been rougher than it usually is. Sorry I'm not keeping up with the chat, by the way. It's a lot of reading. Alright. Should be good. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That could have been good to buff this up even further, but... Oh well. Maybe it'll work out better once I play against Olly. Okay, so we're going to put down our Pearl Dragons, and we're going to buff that with G Infantry. And then we can start moving these guys around. And then every time they maneuver, they are going to do 2 damage to a random enemy. And since I can buff this one more time right now with another card in my hand, but I can still move him first anyway, so I'm just going to do that. You can see how strong of a combo that can be. I'm going to do that again, because I quite like it. I'm going to start hitting Cao Cao now. In fact, that's already triggered him to go to Unbreakable, so I shouldn't have even moved the last one, to be honest. And since I've done so much targeting, I can draw a card for only 1, so that sounds like a good idea. Now we can conceal our... Ooh, I could conceal the Pearl Dragons, but I'd rather just keep my conceal, because it's a good targeting ability. So I'm actually just not going to do that. I'm also going to move him to the back now, because nobody needs to risk him anymore. Alright, so next turn we should be able to kill him, no problem. That was rougher than it needed to be, but it's okay. Oh, actually, that might not matter because of our random damage, but we're gonna have to hit a bunch. Alright, one more Daybreak. I'm just gonna auto choose this because I don't really care anymore. I think we got this anyway. Against the player I never would, but unless I guaranteed I have the kill next turn, but I don't guarantee it right now. Anyway, so let's do a conceal on our boy. And then we're gonna start just moving these guys around. Oh, not you. I'm gonna start randomly hitting everything. Oh, there we go. We managed to get 6 damage on Cao Cao. There you go. Cool. So that's another victory. That was a rough one, but I'll take it. So I'm going to assume Olly is ready for the call now. I got a reward, but I'm not allowed to show you the screen, so I can't actually take it right now. So, let me see if I call Olly, if he will answer immediately. So Olly is one of the developers for... Well, he's more of a communications manager. But hold on, he gave me his title earlier. Development Communications Manager on Elysium. Or mostly for Elysium, I think. But he's going to be able to answer a lot of questions as well. We're going to be playing against each other, though. So, there he is. Hello, Olly.
Hello.
There he is. Alright, let me up your volume a little bit. Cool, so me and Olly have actually played quite a few games together already. You were watching the stream, I assume?
Yes, I was. The time jump threw me off, but yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, because BST and all that.
Yeah, but I have to say, I'm glad you're enjoying the fact that we've basically cloned you to be the AI now, the Cao Cao AI.
Have you actually? Is that actually? Have you made my deck in the AI as well for the AI?
No,
okay.
no, but
That was a
I
rough
think
one, though.
actually, it seemed like it, right? I sort of like looked at it, and you were against 3 massive cavalry.
Yeah, all the cavalry just kind of ruined me there, but I managed to win it in the end. Anyway, let's do a game. I'm going to take this other Cao Cao deck that I have. You've already seen it, but I'm ready when you are.
Cool.
So before any people ask that question, there's no... I've queued up, by the way. There's no
Okay.
friends in the game yet, but I'm assuming there will be at some point. Or no friends list and like private matches, etc.
Yeah, it's definitely something we're going to add in a bit later.
So right now the pool's quite small, so when we queue up at the same time, we're pretty likely to come up against each other. So that's why we can, because this is Olly we're playing against now, playing as Lagafa, which is an aggressive deck against one of my slower decks, so it's going to be good.
Yeah, I figured I would show this one off and then move into my kind of disgusting deck a bit later.
Oh yeah. So Olly told me he's made a deck just forged in Mount Doom by the Elysium development team to specifically destroy me.
It does have only one purpose, to destroy the world of MrSmartDonkey.
Alright. So this deck is a little bit more focused on the Mandate of Heaven tag, or what do you call it actually? What is the official title for like...
For the mechanic?
Yeah, mechanics, yeah.
I would say mandate, yeah. Or it's more maneuver, Cao Cao, because he heals when you bring someone from the back line to the front line.
But yeah, his this focuses more on... it does focus on some maneuvering as well, but mostly on Mandate of Heaven. You're going to see there's some other cards in this deck from the last one. Talking to the audience, of course, you've already seen this one. But yeah, hopefully that'll be good. I have a question concerning the monetization of mobile games. What is your question, Herbert? Oof. Well, hope people aren't hoping to buff that.
That was merely my first trick.
That was many. Just your bait. Now you're like, oh, he's gotten rid of his. Oof, the Dawn Raid. Is that a risky play, or did you have a bunch of one costs? Oh, you did.
Yeah, the Lagatha is very good at kind of the zoo aggro.
Yeah.
Lots of little low-cost cards, because when you empty her hand, she gets more powerful. So you want to do that as often as possible.
She is very strong. I found out, by the way, because I told you the other day that I thought there was a bug with not seeing certain cards in the daybreak, but I found out that it's because I take them from my reserves with Messenger.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so there's no bug there.
I also remembered that afterwards as well.
That's good.
Okay, so let's see here. I'll do that. That. There we go. See, I've not beaten your Cao Cao deck yet.
No, it's the day to day, do you think?
So I think today's the day that you get beaten by me and nearly the AI. Potentially.
Yes. It seems very possible right now.
Yeah. But if anyone in the chat has any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Some things obviously I can't talk about because it's in closed beta.
Will the game have tons of loot boxes, or will the card be unlocked by rewards? I'm thinking the reward system is what he's referring to, because you already noticed Legends of Runeterra has obviously a really good system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's quite similar. We have a lot of ways that you can unlock stuff for free as well. There's level up rewards where you get a lot of currency, and also both types of currency as well.
Yeah.
It's been pretty fast for people to be able to unlock new generals, for example.
Yeah. So currently, for example, currently in the game with how many generals there are, you can all the amethyst, what the name is,
amethyst,
yeah, all of it that you currently unlock through just playing the game unlocks all the generals. I don't know if that's actually going to stay the same, of course, but currently you can unlock everything with just playing the game. Then that said, currently we can't buy anything yet, of course, but
Yeah, and the idea of the closed beta is we can tweak these things and work out what's best and what best works as well.
Yeah.
So we want to be able to make sure that people, however they want to play, can obviously unlock loads of cards and make the decks they want to make. And the good thing about this game is that there's only 18 cards in a deck,
Yes.
and one copy each, so it's very easy to get the cards that you want.
Yeah, exactly. Are there plans to have at least one faction/era deck based on each Total War game? Can I look forward to an Attila era war deck, Attila era deck, a Warhammer deck? I can confirm there's no Warhammer. It's just going to be historical only.
No Warhammer plans at the moment. But yeah, we have the whole Total War sort of universe to go through, and we already have a lot of plans already. And the idea is we'll add new generals and new factions. Keeping it balanced between the eras as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then doing cool stuff around that as well.
And I've forgotten how tough it is to play and talk at the same time, especially when there's an audience to talk to as well, and reading questions and stuff. Like, even when on the daybreak, I'm like, what do I choose normally again? I have no idea. I've completely forgotten everything.
Keep distracting him.
Shogun 2, yeah, Shogun 2 will be added at some point as well, I imagine.
Yeah, I would love to see that, actually.
Yeah, me too. There's one card that looks very awfully like a Shogun 2 card already, which is the free cost move a unit or general and draw one card. That's just like a straight up Shogun 2 general's face.
Yeah, we have some timeless cards as well that any deck can choose.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They're from all of history.
Yep. Okay, let's go for...
This is normally how our games go. I have no cards, and then you have like 8.
Don't like that. I'll also just go ahead and do that. And kill that one off too. I'll take a cheeky card, why not? Ooh. Maybe we could do like historical mode where it's only historical games and also Warhammer mode, like so it has Warhammer modes. I mean, to be fair, I'm sure there could be like a game like this that's based on the Warhammer franchise that would work quite well by itself. But yeah, for the moment, it's just historical.
Yeah, I would love to see some. Have an orc deck, have a Grom the Paunch deck. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But so what are your favourite generals so far? It's definitely Cao Cao, right?
Yeah, Cao Cao's up there, 100%. Lagafai I really enjoy as well, actually. Her. Normally, I'm not about aggro decks at all, like ever in any game, really. But it seems to work really well because of the fact that you get rewarded so much for emptying your hand. It's just really strong. Also, are you asking me questions purposely when it's my turn so I mess up?
So Donkey, how did you get into streaming?
Shut up. Okay. Alright, that's too risky. Let's take you.
Do you have I was gonna say, have you got your old man?
Yes, my old man is here. He's arrived. And I'm just gonna kill that off.
So I've now got to the point where my hand is empty, so as long as I keep playing that one card, I'm going to get +1 attack every turn.
Yeah.
But it gets to a point with Lagatha where you use her too much, and she just gets beaten up so much that she just can't keep
exactly.
fighting.
Like, once she gets too low health, you can't really use her anymore, even though she's, you can have 10 attack on her, but she's only got 6 HP. That's not really, you want to risk it anymore.
Yes, at the moment, I feel like...
What is going on with the time cycling through and how much does it matter? So, it basically, that's the daybreak mechanic. So every time you end up here, both players draw another 9 cards that they put into the deck. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Got worried for a second there. Oof. Hey, thanks for the cards. Alright, it's time to go ham. Actually, after we do Daybreak.
Yeah. Yeah, the Daybreak, the idea that every sort of 7 turns you can pick cards, so you can adjust to your opponent's strategy, which is quite beneficial. So you can make a deck that can take all comers. You're not going to get tricked by coming up against that one deck that your deck can't beat.
Yeah. All right.
But also it allows us to do really cool stuff in the future as well, around the time of day as well. It's not something that we have at the moment.
Hey, Donkey and Olly, are there plans to include team-based modes a la Two-Headed Giant in Magic the Gathering?
It's not something we can talk about at the moment, but we are obviously working on new modes, especially in the future.
Yeah.
Ranked and all that goodness. And some other interesting, more Total War unique modes as well.
Oh yeah, you can shoot arrows as well, in case you're bored. There's my lovely... Yes. It's time to kick things up a notch.
Mm-hmm.
So Jade Dragons is a 5-mana 4/4 flanking, which isn't too bad to begin with. And then whenever you target it, mandate, all units on that same line get +1/+1. So I am loving that. Do I wanna, no, let's do another cheeky buff, I think. So now put Satsa in the back. I need to make sure he doesn't die. But there are some direct damage cards in Lagafa's deck, of course, which I need to be careful of. Let's make sure we kill that off. And then kill that off as well. I'm not going to bother sending anything into Lagafa just yet. And of course now I can heal Satsa up by moving stuff back and... well, moving stuff forward, essentially. Just that 1 HP every time, making sure I stay out of lethal range.
So I feel like you may have got me on this one.
Yeah, that turnaround right there was pretty big. Will this be a free game? Yes. There is monetization, of course. You can buy, again, amethysts, which you can then spend on different types of packs. But that isn't, like, 100% sure yet, like, how much money things will cost, etc. But the game overall, of course, will be free, yes.
Yeah, we'll do plenty of testing before launch on the monetization stuff to make sure it's absolutely the best for everyone.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, my hand is almost full here.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Let's see here. I should probably just go for the kill. Well, go for the... not quite kill yet, but... this is a lovely new card that was added in the recent patch. Massive overkill there, but I'll take it. Oh, this is a new card I just added to this deck, so that could be a fun one, actually. And then... let's... yeah, I'll kill this off.
Just gonna go ahead and kill my general off.
Oh my god, I'm losing. Am I?
You can't face up against Lagatha. She's too strong.
She is very strong, but my men will do the fighting for me. Uh-oh. Direct damage.
Typical Sao.
Oh, no way, you have lethal. Oh. The 4-mana deal 4 damage raid card. Is that in... have you added it into the deck, by the way, or no?
Which one, sorry?
I think it was a new card, the 4-mana 4 damage to anything with raid. Sorry, 4-mana 4 supply. God, I'm never going to use that. Alright, well, yeah, let's just finish you off.
Go on then.
Go on then.
Go on then.
There we go.
That's how all of our games go with that matchup. I still need to find a way to get around that.
The hand limit is 12 in this game, which surprised me as well. Which is nice for this kind of deck when you have way too many cards. Alright, I'm going to go for a Napoleon deck, which I've only played a couple times because he's not my favorite general, but someone was asking for it earlier, so...
okay, I'm going to play the other Viking general.
Ooh, Guthrum.
Yes.
Alright, I'm ready to queue up now.
Okay.
So Napoleon's special signature card is it costs 2, and you gain 1 supply next turn. Or if it's planned, you gain 2. And planned is basically every daybreak, any cards that you have in your hand that can plan become planned. There's also a card that you can use that will draw a planned card and make it planned automatically. But you'll see that in a second, because that's this one right here. So draw a planned card from your deck and it becomes planned. Let's see here. That'll do. And then his special ability is that he spawns with a 1/1 artillery piece, foot artillery, which is actually it's just a 1 mana 1/1 with short range, which is nice, but it also has the artillery tag, which actually will be important in some cases. For example, I have a card in this deck which gives all artillery pieces +1/+1. Donkey wins 4 matches against Olly in a row. Will he become an honorary deck? I mean, if we count our previous matches, I think I may have won 4 in a row right now, but not on stream, obviously.
Potentially. I think we can definitely get a MrSmartDonkey deck box.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, actually. That'd be so cool. Oh, okay. Hopefully your deck... Well, you're Guthrum, so you shouldn't be too aggressive, I think. So you can also see some generals start with different values. So Napoleon's a 120, Guthrum is a 125. And there's also... Well, actually, I'm not sure if... Well, can we talk about Dongzhou at all? Because I've seen his stats, but that's it. I don't know if that's allowed.
Yeah, his sort of... he's being teased at the moment, yeah. So
Yeah, so he's coming to the game. He's not actually in the game yet. Dongzhou, Big Dong. And he's going to be a 0-30, I believe. Although I'm not sure if that's... Yeah. Let's go...
Some generals don't want to be in the front line, and some definitely do.
Yeah. Man, that Irish Currents is so good because with all my low damage stuff. Let's pop this boy down. So that's the supply cash, which is, if you go second, you get an extra 1 supply, 1 turn.
Ooh.
I'm not going to hit the Irish Currents.
Yeah, your card there is a daybreak card, so if they survive till next day, it gets stronger.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I can hover over it. So that it's a 1 mana 1 supply 1/1 short ranged, which at daybreak gains +1/+1. So I can start stacking up, becoming pretty strong. Does take a while though. Also, $5 donation from Utake. Will you be able to customize the back of cards and/or banner? Good question.
Yes, the banner and the card boxes will be customizable. And there are different deck boards. So this is obviously the Empire one. Different ones for different factions and eras. Should be able to pick up.
Yep. Alright, I'll take that smack. Let's go with this boy. And thank you for the donation, by the way, you take. Appreciate it. Make SmartDonkey DLC, special cards, James's fart, my dog, James, and strategic delay for 24-hour streams. Well, a donkey deck box would be pretty amazing. Was that intentional? Or did you forget?
I might have been distracted.
So what he just... Oh, actually, let me get my cards first and I'll explain what happened.
So basically, Guthrum's signature ability gives a shield, but it means that they get withdrawn at the end of the day. Kind of a short-term buff.
Yeah. So what he did is he played this 1/3 Viking Raiders, what are they called?
Viking Scouts.
Yeah. And then he played Hit and Run, which gives it a shield, but then it returns at daybreak, and that was 1 turn before daybreak, so it immediately returned to his hand, which obviously was a misplay, but yeah, maybe slightly distracted. An interesting play, though. So you can see now my signature card is planned, so now it gains 2 instead. You can see because it has this little graphic on it that shows you that it's active essentially. That fire ship, normally I have no problem with it, but against the low health value of all these units, it's so annoying to deal with. Let's move you up. I'm just gonna have to take it, I think. Just eat that damage. Luckily with the buff, it's okay. Oh, right, I made a misplay there myself. So I put the National Guard down, which is a short-range character, which means it doesn't fight back when it gets attacked. So I thought I was going to be able to kill off the fire ship, because it automatically attacks units that get deployed. But because my unit is short-ranged, it doesn't actually deal damage to the fire ship in return. So yeah, I didn't kill it at all. Small misplay there as well. Are cards period/general specific, faction specific, or are there neutrals available for our generals? Basically all that you said. So there's cards, let me see if I can... Right, so I have a couple in my hand here. So these ones with the little cannon on it, like, I'm trying to like look on it, but you can see it here. There's a cannon on it, which means that they are part of the Empire era overall. But this card here specifically, this one has the little eagle. This is a French Republic card. So later on, there's going to be different kinds of factions in the Empire era that will be able to use Empire cards, just like anyone else in the same era, but they won't be able to use French Republic or French Empire, which is one of those two cards, like this one is, because those are locked to generals that are from the French Empire. And the same goes for any other thing. But right now, and there's also timeless cards, which this one, for example, High Ridge is a timeless card. So, and this can go into any deck anywhere. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, let's go for this sweet play, I think. I'll put you here. Oh god, that fire ship! I keep forgetting about it. Not that I can do anything about it, to be fair. So the supply train gains me another supply when I draw a card. So I just drew 2 cards and that gave me 2 more supply. Pretty nice little combo there. So that basically I played a 1 cost, draw 2 cards alongside a 0/2. I'm gonna put down... Oh god, this is really bad actually. Let's do that. Let's get rid of that damn fire ship already. Oh, I can't shoot those, of course. Oh boy. Okay, just shoot him then. Alright. Not the greatest of turns. 5 SGD, whatever that currency is, from True Gamer 5, thank you. Would it be possible for timeless cards have different arts based on the era of your general? It's a question for you, Ollie.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Whether it's possible for timeless cards to have different art depending on who you're playing with. So I think I once said this to either you or Josh, that, for example, the short swords, the 1 mana 2/2 short swords, which is it's like a Chinese soldier, but obviously if you're playing it in any other deck, man, that was a good turn for you, by the way. It if you're playing it in any other deck, it feels kind of off because you have, you know, a Chinese soldier in your Empire deck. Feels a bit weird.
Yes. Yeah, so, that's a cool concept, actually. It's not something that we're working on at the moment. I think the idea with the timeless cards is, well, the benefit of them is that we can actually show a broad range of different armies. So we have kind of armies that aren't big enough to be their own faction, but they could kind of feature in the timeless cards as well.
Yeah.
So, but it's a cool idea.
Ugh, I misplayed so hard.
that ridge was really holding you up.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
I have the high ground, but no longer. Let's just go for slapping him. No, that's really bad. I'm just gonna have to put this guy down.
Just play some cannons, man.
If only I had some good cannons. I've just not... it's that thing where, yeah, I'm just too focused on other things. SGD is Singapore dollar. Ah, thanks for the Singapore dollars. Pava's infantry. The 2 cost 2/2 with shield. Shield is, of course, just blocking the first time it takes damage. Ah, Harsh Justice. So Harsh Justice is a pretty nice little card that... oh boy. Oof. Harsh Justice deals damage to the enemies for each shield that you have. So if you have 3 shields, it deals 3 damage to all enemies, which is really solid. Man, this many cards in hand, you'd think I'd do alright.
Yeah, the shield decks are really quite popular in the office.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because you can just play shield wall as well, give your whole line shields, and then you're doing 5 damage to all enemy units.
It's pretty
if
good.
If you can set it up, yeah. You're shooting me with grapes.
Sure am. So this has fast attack, which means you can. It's basically like charge, move immediately or attack immediately, depending on what you want to do. I'm just gonna leave him right there.
Right. How do I get to your squishy general?
That is
with my awesome Viking.
Will there be humorous meta cards like fan mod and so on? I don't know what fan mod is, so I don't know. For Olly, what games are the primary inspirations for Elysium? I'm not allowed to answer this one. It's only for you.
Yeah, I think we looked at a lot of different card games and kind of saw what we could learn from them, but also just kind of trying to make it our own and looking at how we can bring that feeling of Total War to a card game. So instead of playing a Total War battle with lots of units, you have them as cards instead. So I think it was more kind of looking at Total War than it was any other CCGs in particular. That's all I can do, unfortunately.
That was an expensive removal right there.
Yeah. Maybe rather that than take 4 damage to the face, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. Especially when we're this close again. Alright. God, I really just need to place some stuff down. Let's get you up there. Start whacking you down. When you use horse artillery as your front line, that's when you know something's gone wrong. I shouldn't have even been to agree with the messenger. I probably shouldn't have even bothered drawing a card. Just go for it. Anyway, so someone asked what are the differences between the 2 lines. So, on the so there's ranges, right? So you have this unit, for example, at short range. So this can fire from both lanes, but it can only fire over 1 lane. Oof, that's a good answer to my artillery there. So for example, this short range can fire up to the first lane of the enemy, but it can't hit the second lane. If you have a unit with long range, it can hit both lanes, no matter where it is. And then, of course, melee units can't technically attack 2 rows away, except you just saw Guthrum attacking Napoleon, because there's no units in between, in which case he can actually go through and attack. Alright, it's time to clean this mess up.
How dare you?
Let's play that. Oh my goodness. You fool. Actually, you know what? Be a tank, 0-2.
Did you fall for my trap card?
I did. Alright, get rid of that shield. You get up here. Time to start bombing away.
Oh, nice. You've been holding on to that? Or did you destroy it?
Oh no, I've got another one for you, but I'm holding that one. Unless you're banking on maneuver, but I mean, you're only drawing 1 card a turn unless I start actually dropping you down. Which which doesn't sound like a terrible idea, to be honest. Yeah, go on then. Let's just mess up. Go from. Here's some extra cards for you. All right. That's 0-2 tank right there. Yeah. Anyway, so there's also flanking, for example. So flanking units can attack around the front row. So kind of like short range, except they're melee units really. And also the upside of flanking is that they can't be targeted from the back line. So if there's range units, for example, my range unit here. Oh no! I'm awful low right here. For example, this unit, if I get attacked by a flanking unit, he can't fire back. And I also can't fire on it to begin with. So if he had a range unit, he couldn't fire at my messenger if it's on the back row. So that's the thing. Alright. That's enough now.
So Guthrum, when he gets low enough, he basically converts to a Christian.
Yeah,
and makes his signature better.
I am so sorry, but
No, you don't.
I saved them up. Get out of here, Guthrum. That was close. Again.
You're just firing cannons point blank into Guthrum's face.
Oh,
That's
I held them for so long. Those
I know.
Those two cards. They've been planned
Oh,
for
you're on
several
one health.
days.
You're on one health.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what's next. I have yet to do my Guthrum deck, but I think I'm gonna go for Lagafa first. Actually, I shouldn't tell you what I'm going for. I'm just kind of telling the audience, but obviously you can hear as well, so that's great. Anyway, let me know when you're ready to queue up.
Cool.
Napoleon winning with artillery. Nice. Yeah. He let you win? Nah.
I think Donkey has played this more than me in the last few weeks.
Oh, yeah. In the last few weeks, probably, yeah.
You've been fine-tuning.
Yes, very much.
Right, I think I'll be letting the team down if I didn't play this good deck now. Okay,
Oh.
I'm queuing up now.
Okay, cool. I'll stick to Lagafa anyway, but if I lose, I want to try against or with Cao Cao. So who is this you're playing now?
So this is Marie Antoinette.
Oh, I see. I haven't unlocked her yet. I have such a good idea for a deck with her. Oh boy. Okay, so Marie Antoinette is very interesting. She has a very unique approach. So she's currently a 0-20, as you can see. She's quite bad. But her signature card is it called Revolt, I think?
Revolt, yeah.
Yeah, so let me choose my cards first, actually. But yeah, basically what that does is it turns it into a 2 damage, and then I think the health is just the same, whatever you had, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so she gets 2 damage, and she spawns 2 peasants at the end of every turn. So she can start flooding the board, and her whole thing is flooding the board with weak units. And basically wanting them to die, because the more friendly units die, the lower her signature cost becomes in cost. Signature card becomes in cost. And then her signature card changes to, I don't know what the name is, but it basically it's a big old buff for units. So they either get splash or what is it, like fast attack, things like that.
It's called Arm the Mob.
There you go.
And it randomly gives 3 units buff.
Yeah, so
which is cool.
I've actually not really played much against. Well, I don't think I've played against an actual Marie Antoinette player yet. Only against AI. So this could be rough.
Yeah, and I can get closer to the revolt by my own units dying. So basically, the more peasants I kill, the quicker they revolt.
Yep, it's pretty good.
But I haven't drawn any peasants yet, so it might be a rough start for me.
Well, I appreciate you telling me. So yeah, this deck was specifically made to destroy me, apparently, so that'd be good. I think actually against Cao Cao, where my deck is super slow, I think you probably have a very good time against me.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, that might give me the time to ramp up.
Well, you don't want me to kill your peasantry right there. How very odd. bother attacking. Could have actually made my raid cheaper, but it wouldn't have mattered. I don't think Marie Antoinette is a general, so may I ask why she is? So, again, there's a FAQ in the description, but basically what it says is that they've taken, obviously, inspiration from Total War games, but there's also some generals who are new faces, and because Lagerfeld, for example, I don't think, because she's based on Thrones of Britannia, I think, but she's not actually in Thrones of Britannia as a playable general, is she?
I don't believe so, no. I don't think, I mean, she's, yeah, a general is kind of the word we use for the people who reside in Elysium, which is kind of like the Total War universe of heaven, and they're just sort of leaders from history who spend all their time in the afterlife trying to work out who's the best.
What a leader Marie Antoinette was.
Yeah. Okay, you ready for this?
Oh boy. Oh, it's just, yeah, okay. I was going to say that card that spawns a bunch of stuff. Okay. I understand.
Please.
Do kill my peasants.
Do send them on their way.
Away with you, vile beggars. Let's go with this one. So, Total War TV series or film franchise when? Since the game is a day system, is there any downside of prolonged fighting like attrition or something?
So there are cards that are strong, but they will get withdrawn after the next day, or overnight. So Night Fighters, for example, it's a 3/3 for 2, I believe. It's a really strong early game, but it will be shuffled back into your deck.
Yeah. Yeah, Night Fighters, yeah. I like that card in Guthrum's deck because he has a lot of stuff going back to your hand already anyway. Let's pop down the Irish Currents. And yeah, I'll go ahead and kill your peasants. Disgusting. Wouldn't Raid Trade be very effective against this sort of peasant spam? I mean, it's good because I can spam fast as well, but it kind of depends on when Olly is able to arm the mob. If he can get enough of a board against me, oof. If he can get enough of a board against me, then and then arm the mob and then start buffing them all up and such, that's when he can become really strong. But he needs to actually be able to get to that point, and if I can race him down fast enough, then that would be good.
I feel like that Warmonger's, one of my favorite cards. I always say, really good in a Lagertha deck.
Yeah, I think Warmonger needs to get nerfed specifically because of Lagertha, just benefiting from it so much. Let's start by drawing some cheeky cards. What do you say? I'm so scared. If I kill all these, you're just gonna, well, you can kill them off yourself anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, just start hacking away at them. I should use that there. Well, here goes nothing. It's on.
Yeah.
Deploy shield wall. Oh boy. Donkey say thank you to the Dutch for me. I'll tell all the Dutch people. There it is. There's the revolt.
So, and now I'll use this card again.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well. That's quite a few defenders she's got there.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you still have that Warmongers.
Yeah, I can just... Oh, wait, can I... Yes, oh, well, so sorry, but actually, as you said earlier, I'm not. There's that card that I meant earlier.
Okay, yes.
Yes. Pillage. Very nice.
See, my ramp up was way too slow there.
Yeah, it was. I think Lagafa is a good counter because of the speed that she goes in.
Do you want to try it against your Salsel?
Yes. Which one should I choose? I'm gonna go for this one. They're both slow as heck, but... Show us your dog. He's actually outside, so I can't right now, sorry. The top deck. Yeah, it was good. Although he might have died the next turn anyway, but he may have not have. Oh shit, I'm queuing up, sorry, by the way. Should have said something. Do you play all Total War games? I'm going to play Shogun 2 a lot. I don't know if that technically is considered old. Played Rome Medieval 2 as well, but not recently. Mostly Free Kingdoms now. What's Dongzhuo's mechanics? Well, I don't know yet, and I'm pretty sure Olly is not going to be able to say yet. Or
yeah, unfortunately.
Because, yeah, he's not in the game yet, and basically the only thing we can see from him just says coming soon, so don't actually know. Okay, let's see here. I want one of you as well.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, fine, let's do it. Take what I got.
Oh, you're not happy with your starting hand?
Actually, it's alright. I mean, this is all about combo pieces, really, so yeah, it's kind of have to wait for all of that to show up. Usually just, I just want to have, like, some stuff to defend myself with, but the thing is I don't even really want to kill anything, so it's kind of one of those weird situations where, do I want to defend myself? This is a risky play right here. Actually, is it risky? Doesn't have to be. This is a thing that seems like it might have been overlooked. The fact that you can camouflage your open plane, which seems a bit odd, but it's a mechanic.
Yeah, you just kind of put a hedge up and then people can't see your open plane.
Yeah, exactly. What are all the other characters? So there's 6 right now, with the 7th on the way. For Empire, it's Marie Antoinette and Napoleon. For Free Kingdoms, it's Cao Cao and Sun Wen. And then for Thrones of Britannia, or like medieval period Viking era, is Guthrum and Lagafa. Let's go for this big boy. Ooh. I'll take that.
So whenever, it's like whenever you have an open plane in play, you have to remember to just, it's like playing mirror mode on Mario Kart, you just have to do everything opposite.
Yeah, exactly, because it's all, or any unit, so even if Olly plays something, it still gets moved around. So yeah, you messed up with the short sword, I'm guessing. I didn't even pay attention to it. Yeah. So that he put it on the front row, but because I have open plane in play, it automatically went to the back row. No Shogun 2 characters yet? No, not yet. Ooh, I saw a lot of targeting going on there, but...
I was just double checking. I couldn't target your open planes with something.
I see. Should I be worried? Shouldn't have done that, actually. That's okay. I don't want to kill your 2/2. He can live for now.
How gracious of you. Lord Cao Cao.
It's what I do.
Moving your chess pieces around.
It's one of those weird situations where like I want to have stuff that I can defend myself with, but I also don't want to kill you. It's like, what do I do? I guess then again, you're probably going to be revolting soon, at which point I might need stuff to defend myself with, so I shouldn't stay in gathering cards mode for too long, I think. But a little while longer, perhaps. Alright. Are the music tracks pulled from Total War games? I think the ones right now are just new, right? Just made specifically for
Yeah,
Elysium.
we have someone on the team who does all of our music, but it's each map has its own music inspired by
that era.
That era.
Yeah, so this has the very Chinese-esque music. It's actually would be crazy if you were playing, you know, a card game where you need to concentrate, and then the crazy Rome 1 like battle music comes on. Well, that's rough.
See, ideally, I would put them on the back line, but I want you to kill them. So
yeah, it's well. Oh my goodness!
You've got your old man.
Yeah, somewhat misplayed again though, like a fool.
Would you say that old man is your signature card? If you were a general.
If I could get the old man with a donkey logo on his like chest or something, then yeah, that'd be. I love that old man. Let's get rid of this one. Don't kill my old man, please. Cue the God of War music while playing any Viking. Yeah, exactly, that kind of stuff. So a number of pretty Rome-looking cards. This is a sneak peek of upcoming character.
Which card was that?
Well, I don't know which ones you meant specifically, but there are some cards that look Roman-esque, I guess. I need to think, actually. Well, I suppose you probably meant some of the cards that are in the Free Kingdoms era, or like the earlier era anyways, like Parthian Cab right now. That would be like a card that would definitely be fitting in the Rome thing as well. But yeah, what exactly did you mean specifically, Lucas? Although you may not remember the name, because obviously he hasn't seen the game yet. Let's take a card. Pick a card, any card. Ooh, an interesting card. We'll do that.
Oh, it's your...
My Bactrian traders.
This is when you start building up your pretty good foundation for this deck, where you're getting card draw and supply every turn now. Oh, and you're getting
and a cheeky 6/6 right there.
Mm-hmm.
You've already revolted, so I may as well kill this one off now. In fact, at this point, I want to keep the board clear so you don't get to buff anything. Veteran something. Oh right, yeah. So that's a card in my deck actually. Yeah, the Veteran Trainer or something, with the one that is a 5 mana 5 supply 4/4 that whenever it moves. Oh my goodness, that's a legendary. That's not allowed.
Do you like that?
I don't actually. Anyway, yeah. So the 5 supply 4/4 that maneuvers adds or gives +1/+1 to all the units on the lane. I think that's the one he meant. Oh my goodness. Not allowed to do that.
I feel like that was a good time to use it.
That was pretty good.
I was waiting for you to have your full kind of industry of maneuvering cards.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't play my Pearl Dragons now. So that was I should explain, that was a legendary card, which you can only use once per game. So you can only draw that once, and then it's out of your reserves. You can't pick it up again. I think I need something else. Let's see what else I got. Ah, that's very nice. An old man.
Are they friends? Is this a friend of the other old man?
They're brothers, actually, as it turns out. You know what? I'll take another card. Right, good enough. Old man's at the front now.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
He's a lot more boisterous than his brother.
Yeah, he's up for a fight. He doesn't fight back, but... But yeah, Roman characters I'm sure are gonna, you know, Rome is a great era to add into the game. You got many generals from that era that I'm sure would fit right into this game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Rome shows up at some point. Is there a limit to legendary characters, legendary cards in the deck? I don't think so, but...
No, there isn't a limit.
Okay. But currently there's only 16 total, and of course they're across different eras and factions, so you can't use all, many of them right now. But of course more will be added over time. Oh! Oh, that's actually... Oh, that's so frustrating for my next turn play.
Oh, were you planning to...
I was planning to murder everything, but now I can't.
Play the murder everything card.
Yeah, that one. Oh man. Yeah, that is basically what I was thinking with Marie Antoinette as well, but I haven't unlocked her yet, so...
Yeah, let's see if I can keep this up. I'm gonna have to bring in your favorite card as well that you never leave home without.
Oh no, the Sappers. I've got one in this deck because I've got one in every deck, to be honest. I almost never use it anymore, but just in case I need it, it's there. That's what I like about it. I'll take this one. All right. So this could have been a really good turn, but now it's not really going to be a really good turn. It's going to be your average turn. First,
as turns go, fairly average.
Yes. Ah! No. It's not super useful right now, actually.
So why haven't you played your Pearl Dragons Wombo combo yet?
Because I need a bit of a board for it, but I'm going to start with this combo. You're going to like this one. It's not as good anymore now that you have... Oh, I've played it on the wrong side. Well, now they're all dead for nothing. I really made a massive misplay there. Okay, yes, kill the same ones, please. Yeah, kill that one. Oh, unfortunate. That was a pretty big misplay. playing them all in the front row. That may have ruined me there. Well, yeah, if they were in the back row, I maybe not actually do a bunch of stuff with them still, but oof. Now they're just going to get killed for free.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going to try and arm the mob and try and get some splash.
Oof.
Okay, so I've got splash on my 4-2, which is nice.
Not too
I'm
shabby.
just going to go ahead and take out 3.
Oh, they do trade at least. Okay, that's something. I thought because they're ranged. Oh no, they're not. They're just flanking. Never mind. Yeah, they're horse archers, but they're not technically ranged. You could use a Pyrrhic victory now. Oh, if only. Have you got any more of them shiny Pyrrhic victories? But I don't actually, because I haven't got that legendary yet. Have considered putting it in this deck though. Nice. I might still be okay. I mean, if I hadn't put him up front, you would have just smashed South to bits, I think, so that could have been bad as well. Ask Olly what it's like working for CA. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen that one yet. My philosopher. Oh, thanks for drawing me a card, though.
I should have played that first, actually. Then I could have killed the old man as well.
Yeah, now I'm just going to put it in the back again and draw another card. Appreciate it. Very kind.
Was that a question? What's it like working for CA?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, terrible. Or absolutely awful.
I hope they're all listening right now.
Yeah, they are all listening us. Yeah, it's my last day now. No, yeah, it's really great. I've been in the games industry since I was 22, and been playing Total War since Shogun 1, so 20 years. And it's always been a dream to work for a studio that's so prestigious and such a big impact on me growing up.
Yeah.
It's definitely feels like the culmination of all my efforts so far in my career. So
Yeah, that's good. If I lived in England, like I've seen a couple positions open up where I'm like, yeah, I feel like I could do that, but I don't want to make the move too much here. So it's like, but yeah, that's one of those things. Like if there was a company I'd want to work for if I wasn't a YouTuber, like CA is like totally up there.
Yeah, well, I think there'll be more positions opening for remote as well, because we're all working remotely and it's like working really well.
Yeah.
So actually getting the right people, it doesn't matter where they are. Okay. So now would be a good time for me to draw another period victory, if that was possible.
If only, yes.
I think I've got.
Use Parthian tactics. Oh, I shouldn't have said that I have another one, but yeah, soon Parthian Cav are coming up.
That open plains is still there.
Yeah. Have you got the sappers yet?
Maybe. Okay.
Warm-up games are over, so will this be 1-0 in Olly's favor? Wow.
Okay. All to my plan, I think.
They ended up somewhere.
I'm just going to do this. Arm the mob some more.
Hold up. Oh.
I can splash you with
Oh,
my splashy peasants.
I was going to say that accidental placement was so good, but no, it wasn't. Doesn't matter. I got 6 more where those came from. Alright, this is the turn where things really start kicking off. Just in case you were wondering.
This is where you can play your whole hand.
Oh, it's gonna be good. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do this, but it's gonna be good, I'll tell you. Okay, that was a solid misplaced start right there, but it's okay.
I assume you've tried to draw Pearl Dragons every daybreak?
Yeah, just in case one of them dies, I got another one just kind of sitting there.
I've lost track of what day it is. So you probably got like at least one more.
I got one more, yeah, in my hand right now. Shouldn't have said that. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. The downside is I'm not killing anything, so. Or am I? Hold on just a second now. Oh, sorry.
You okay?
Yeah. Alright, let's just get rid of that, just because I need more space. Can I get space in any more other ways? I can do...
What are you trying? You got horse archers again? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I need more space, but I can't get any, so I'm just going to have to take less damage. It's alright, it's still pretty good. I just need to kill something this turn as well, rather than just kind of sitting here doing nothing. Oh yeah, it was only 2 shots. I can do that. That's pretty good, actually. Oh, no, I was too late again. That would have been so good.
Okay, well... I think it's time. I think it's time for the big play.
Uh-oh, a bigger play. Uh-oh, is it strategic victory or something? I don't know how that would help you, but... Oh, no!
I mean, this might take a while.
Okay, I was gonna say this animation might need to speed up. I haven't seen this one yet.
Yeah.
Oh god, what is this gonna get followed up by though? That's what I'm worried about.
So unfortunately, I don't have a blot out the sun. That would have been amazing, but
yeah, that's your 2-card combo Pyrrhic Victory right there. Uh oh, yeah, no, that one.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea to do that, I think. Oh no, it is short range. No! How dare you? Not him! Well, at least the card that I tried to play at the end there wouldn't have done anything because of what you just did, so I guess that's at least something.
Hmm.
This is not Total War. It sure is. This is Total War Elysium. Man, I could have sworn I had you in the bag after that last one, but no. God, it did just keep coming, the spam.
To be fair, this is pretty neck and neck.
It is.
I'm waiting for you to run out of cards. You've got 2 cards in your deck. Oh. Oh. Nearly shot me. You keep getting very lucky with those.
Oh, my card's been... Okay, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, one of my cards is bugged out right now. Again, remember, early access, everyone. Let's do this instead.
Okay. Oh, he's got more. Oh, wow.
Oh, crap, there's... Okay, I need to kill that one. That's short range one. Oh, interesting, yeah, of course, because that gains short range. It actually means that it didn't do any damage in return to Cao Cao. Alright, we're both basically out of cards. Man, these matches are getting closer and closer. Those 2, and I'll take that boy. Streamer Lux feels good. Arm the mob sounds like a terrible thing to do if you want to keep your head. Yeah, she's already gone though. That's the nice thing about Marie Antoinette. Like basically, that's the point where she gets killed, and then, or at least when the the revolution happens, and then she turns into the mob, and then of course the card, her signature card, isn't technically her signature card. It's the mob's signature card. But yeah, it's an interesting mechanic with her. What's that? Don't do it. Is it to deal 5 damage? Draw a card.
No.
Oh, okay.
They're cowards. They're running.
Coward Pearl Dragons. How could you? Could you do this to me? But yeah. Any other questions, by the way? I know there's still quite a few people watching. Any other questions you have? Feel free to let me know, or let us know even. This next turn, though, you're gonna be sad, I'm afraid.
No, really? Your open planes cancel each other out. It's quite nice.
Yeah, for you it is, yeah.
I haven't drawn the sappers, I haven't drawn the sappers this whole time.
Oh yeah, you did have those. Oh, this is a nice little card, I think.
Oh, hang on a minute. You're gonna get a 9/9.
Yep, I am. Yep.
Ouch.
Let's shoot something for free. Oh, the 2/2. Nice one. Good shooting, friend. And let's actually just shoot some more stuff, shall we? Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, wait, yeah, of course. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting confused by my own movement. So much of it. Oh, there it is. She's been popped. Take a cheeky draw card for 2. That's alright by me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go on, kill the other one as well. Don't arm that mob. Alright. Can he come back from this?
Don't arm that mob.
Will there be any sort of story or campaign mode?
So, there won't be... possibly in the future. It's not in our current coming soon plans, especially not at launch. But there is a lore around Elysium itself, and we've recently done the bio video for Lagatha, which is on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
And we're going to be sort of, hopefully, coming up with cool ways to tell the story of Elysium as well.
Because this is not a question asked, but is there going to be any... Oh! Are you going to suicide on the 9-9? Is there going to be any kind of arena type mode or expedition? Oh, he's got it! Oh my god, he came back again! Oh no! Oh gosh.
So now you have... Hopefully, that's the last time I have to do that.
Yeah, I really could have sworn I had it there, but... Oh man.
Arena mode. Yes, we're looking at all kind of popular modes. I imagine the first one to come would be a form of ranked, but also that as well, like an arena mode for people to be able to try out cards they don't have. Yeah, also some other ones that people may not have played in any other game yet.
Ah. How many classes are there? Well, there's no real classes, there's generals. Currently there's 6 with a 7th being added, and I think the plans are to have 9 before release, or at release.
Yes. I believe so.
Will there be a draft mode? Yeah, so that's what we just talked about. That there will be something along those lines. I'm not talking as if I work for you or something, but I've done some research. Marie Antoinette versus Napoleon would be good to watch. Oh, he destroyed me. My Napoleon deck isn't very good. I feel like Napoleon needs a couple of more expensive cards that I haven't crafted yet. Because I've mostly focused on Cao Cao and Lagatha. Oh, Lagatha's such a good beginner. Oh my god, the camp. He's pulling out all the legendaries.
It's my last one. I was just wondering if you could actually kill it or not, and hopefully not.
You would hope that, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. An open plains and Parthian cavalry would be my biggest fear right now.
Got one of the two.
I mean, you've only played 2 open plains and it's been like 5 days.
So Ada Camp, by the way, for people who don't know, obviously none of you probably will, it fully heals your general at Daybreak, and Daybreak's 1 turn after his turn, so I need to kill it either now or there's nothing I can do about it. And I'm thinking there might be nothing I can do about it.
I'm hoping that too.
Desperation draw. Well, that won't do.
Oh, did you not believe in the heart of the cards enough?
Well, I don't think I have any direct damage. Plus, there's only 1 card left in the deck. I've actually run out of cards now to draw. I'm just gonna have to do some setup stuff for next turn, I think. It's too risky. Can't play that. Actually, I can't play that. Then I don't. Alright, I'll do that. Kill that one.
Oh, the mob has been concealed.
Go on. Draw or gain your health. Being beaten by a peasant mob should lower taxes.
You know what? This doesn't feel very mob-like. But I'm going to finish you with a.
Oh my god! No, you should kill me to aid the camp.
He's changed sides. He's like, I don't work for you anymore.
You've got
aristocracy.
Me. Man, that was a crazy game. I really thought I had you on several occasions, and then
I know
the board wipes came out.
That was some, yeah. I'm glad I kept back some of those
Yes.
those cards for that big combo.
That was good. Alright, I've still got my shield wall deck, so I'll try that one out. I need to stop saying what I'm going to do. Don't let that influence what you choose, though. Let me know when you're queuing. Could have won with the Parthian Cav, but chicken out. So Parthian Cav only does the damage when you move, when it maneuvers, and I didn't have open planes on the board. So if I play Parthian Cav, it's just gonna spawn a bunch of 2/2s that don't do anything, which is why
I'm queuing up now.
All right. That insta connection though. What is the unit limit for each row? 6 units and structures. They go on the same count, so it's 6 total. Sorry, also that was like 6 minutes ago. I just read it. Alright, what's this deck again? Oh, you're Lagafan. Okay. Okay, alright. Okay, I got you.
I've also got my own chat going. My sort of the dev team chat.
Ah.
Kind of wishing for me to draw guillotine.
Oh yeah, that would have been a nice little card as well. Yeah.
It's a legendary that you deal damage to the enemy general for every peasant you have. But I think you were clearing my peasants quite efficiently, actually.
Yeah, I was trying. I mean, there were a couple points where you had like 8 or something, and I would have just been absolutely battered immediately, but... Get up there, Goofroom. Did I just see Big Dong? Yeah, Big Dong is currently not in the game yet, but he's the next general to join. Ah. Very nice. Except that Irish Kerns though.
That Irish Kerns though.
That's them Kerns. The Irish variety. Let's do it anyway. Ooh. Ooh. That's a nice... Oh no, I totally miscalculated. Okay, well, whatever, I can still do this. But I did miscalculate my supply severely. Thought I could play my Viking Scouts afterwards, but I somehow... I don't know how to count, apparently, as it turns out. 28 years old, and still haven't learned the difference between 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's a vital skill in this game, essentially.
Yeah.
Especially.
Oh, nice card. Oh my god, he's going all out.
Empty the hand, Lagatha, please.
Get rid of it.
Just throw it away. Ah, nice.
Yeah, I like that.
You've essentially, because you already have that penalty.
Exactly, yeah.
Taking it back.
Yeah. So again, to explain to the viewers, Knight of Fighters is a 2-cost free, which is really strong, but it has a downside that at daybreak it returns to your hand. And then my special card, my signature card, is Hit and Run, which gives a unit shield, but makes it return to your hand at daybreak as a downside. But of course, this already returns to my hand as downside. So it basically only gives it a shield, there's no downside to it. Good stuff.
And since I know it's returning, I think I'm just gonna
go
for the face.
No real reason to try and kill it. I can gain a lot of value out of it if you attack it. Oh, he's done it after all. Wasn't expecting that. What to do?
Have you ever seen the show Vikings?
I've seen up to season 4. Before anyone, just no spoilers in the chat, by the way, please. I am planning actually watching it again at some point.
Yeah.
Smack that. Yeah, I've watched up to season 4, I think.
I think that's when it kind of peaks, I think.
Yes, that's why I stopped watching afterwards, because I remember I didn't like it as much anymore after a certain event. That I'm sure you'll be aware of what I mean.
Indeed, yes. Yeah, I think when I watched that show, I was also reading Norse mythology by Neil Gaiman. So I was kind of having a very Viking-centric time of my life.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a good show. I think it's ending now, isn't it? The last season either just came out or has already finished.
Yeah, potentially.
I'm gonna watch it again at some point, but I don't want that. Speaking of shows similar to that, though, have you seen The Last Kingdom?
I watched the first series.
Okay.
It's kind of on my things to watch, catch up. But I think I'm 2 seasons behind now. I think.
Yes. Wait. Yes, the third one just came out. Wait, was it the third? No, the fourth one just came out. What? Yes. No. Yes.
Yes. No.
I think season 4 just came out, or yes, I think so. Or was it? I can't remember now. It's season 3 or season 4. But either way, yeah, you're a couple seasons behind. Wow, you just killed that for no reason. What's wrong with you? There she goes.
Yeah, I remember that the ending of the season 1 of Last Kingdoms was so good. Obviously, no spoilers, but it was like this. Yeah, super dramatic.
Yeah, it's
battle.
I really like that show. That's my new Vikings, basically.
Has a lot of the guy who wrote the books, Bernard Cornwell, also wrote books about set in Napoleonic Wars.
Sharp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Sharp?
I haven't with Sean Bean. I should. It's just it's a bit too old. Where I feel like if I watch it, I'm just gonna get disappointed. But yeah, I do have the Bernard Cornwell. I have the first 6 books of the Saxon series, or The Last Kingdom, if you will.
Okay. Yeah, it's it is very old, but some episodes are really good.
Yeah, for sure. Oof.
So I'm just gonna keep chunking you.
So whacking that Guthrum down. Let's see here. I have to do this.
No. Although Varangian Guard, one of the coolest artworks.
Yeah, very nice. Let's see. This is the downside of this embargo. Obviously, I'm not allowed to show the collection yet, so I can't really go through the cards and just like have a look at everything. Well, I mean, I can, but not on stream, obviously. Can't show people yet. No spoilers, though I spoiled. Yeah, I did spoil that season 4 for you, no chance. Sorry. I was talking to him a couple days ago about Vikings and kind of said some things I thought he was already on, but wasn't. This is a nice little card. What do you say to that?
Ooh, a legendary.
Yes, my only, the one I got for free.
Yeah, that may be an issue for me. Unless I can draw into something. Come on, Irish Cairns, you can do it.
Just give him the old buff.
The old college buff. So I could get rid of Great Horde.
But then you got a new one to deal with.
Well, I've got, 3 short swords. I can't hit your general anyway. And I'm just going to try and... I need to try and chomp down your general a bit more. And then do that. So if you attack me, at least I kill you.
That may have been a brutal mistake. I'll show you why soon. Let's go for one of the. Let's go for this guy. All right. Oh, I got a nice little combo in this deck here that I haven't actually had. I haven't even been able to use this against the AI yet. Yeah. So you'll be the first one to witness this.
Take the pain.
Yeah. It's not even that good. It sounds really good, but it's not that great. But you'll see. It's one of those. All right, so I'm gonna do that, and then this.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? But the downside is it's still a 6 cost essentially, because it costs 1 to put that down and 5 to use the ability to use new recruits.
Yeah.
So it's still a 6 cost, and you only get a 1/1 instead of a 6/6, and then 3/2/2. So it's not that great. But if you can get some other value for 2, because I have a lot of Herald in this deck as well. So if you can get a bunch of cards that get like good things from being played, like the Comrade in Arms, I got another one of those as well now as well. So that, you know, if you get a couple of those as well, it's all right. But it's good if you're in, like, if you're running out of cards or something, you can just restock a little bit with some cheap effective cards. But yeah, overall it's not fantastic.
My only hope is that I'm drawing to something that can clear the 6 short swords that are going to appear.
Yeah, speaking of, let's bring some out. Let's bring out the boys.
They're back in town, I hear.
They sure are. Oof, this is... Wait, no, let's not. Let's get some other stuff out first. Put him down. Then we'll do that. And then we'll do this.
Ooh.
Yeesh. I think Guthrum is quite well defended back there.
Yeah.
See, this is what a situation where you got a 6 damage Lagerfeld. Like, oh, that's so strong, but
yep,
you can't actually do much of it.
You know what? I think this actually might be the time to do that, because you can't draw them.
Oh yeah. Well, you still die, but oh, actually no, you've still got mana or supply.
So during sort of development, Lagertha started with this ability, but she would also get flanking as well.
Oh yeah.
When your hand was empty, and that was, you know, that was really cool. Because if somebody was hiding behind their walls or their shields, Lagertha would just clamber over them or like outflank them.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't even be able to properly hide from her.
But it was a bit strong.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah. The Viking version of a Yarimol, yeah, that was. Right, well, it's almost 2 hours, so I think I'm going to end the stream here, so I have another 2 hours to do the next stream. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining me, Ollie. I appreciate it.
No worries. If you want to try and beat my Marie deck anytime, just let me know.
Definitely, I'll let you know. Yeah. I mean, I did beat her once, but that was obviously you didn't have enough time to even develop her stuff. But yeah.
Fair. It is 1-1.
It's a 1-1 right now, so yeah, best of 3. Yeah. We could definitely play that one at some time. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna kick you out and do my outro.
No worries. So, yeah. Can I just mention as well before I go, if anyone's interested in playing, head to totalwarelysium.com to sign up.
There's a link in the description to that link, yeah.
Yeah, and you can join the Discord as well if you want to chat with it, chat about it. And Donkey's in there all day chatting.
All day.
With me.
Very excited about Elysium. People don't think that of me, but yeah, I'm actually legitimately. I've been playing it a lot, and you can attest to that.
Yeah, and it's getting better sort of every kind of month as well with every update. It's getting more and more cool stuff to it. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, so there is a link in the description. Yeah, check it out if you want to play yourself. I mean, well, I guess you should probably kind of quickly explain how the selection goes for it right now. So how
Yeah, so we
countries
kind
in
of the close beta at the moment is only select countries. We'll be opening to more over the closed beta, but we also have a sign-up page where you can sign up, and we'll also be bringing in players from that pool as well. I can't say when yet, but if you've joined the Discord, then you'll get all the up-to-date information straight from me.
yes.
Yeah, people ask every day, when can I play? When can I play? So
Yeah.
I will definitely tell you as soon as I know.
All right, cool. Well, thank you for joining me. I will speak
worries.
to you next time.
Cool, man. Have a good one.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Right, so, yeah, that's going to be me done as well. But before I go, if any of you guys aren't currently subscribed, you want to see more Elysium or more Total War in general, you're very welcome to subscribe. I'll be playing more of this. I'm still allowed to stream 2 more hours of this embargo before... we're only allowed to do 4 hours, so this was 2 hours and then 2 more hours, and then I have to wait until the next embargo drops. But I asked, and it shouldn't be too long from now before that happens. So yeah, I'm very excited to play more. And like I said, if you guys want to see more, then feel free to subscribe. Sorry that I didn't ask or answer too many questions. It's difficult when it will release. I don't think there's an actual release date yet. Again, these questions are answered on the FAQ as well. There's a link in the description to FAQ too, as well as the sign-up page, like I said. So yeah, I'm going to do another 2 hours. I'm not sure exactly when. It'll be next week sometime, probably, but I don't know exactly when. I might be playing against Josh from CA at that point for a little while as well. Might also just do some battles by myself, but the problem is that because the current player pool is pretty small, because of the way they're opening up to different countries at different times, there's actually not too many people. So if I were to search battle online right now, I probably wouldn't find anyone unless we're playing against AI. So it's nice to be able to play against some people from CA. And then, yeah, again, have them answer questions and stuff as well. So again, links in the description to whatever you need. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, please feel free to subscribe. Thank you to those of you who donated today as well. I appreciate it. And I will see you all soon. If you're just someone who watches my stuff all the time, remember tomorrow I'm doing the long stream on Grand Theft Auto 4: The Lost and Damned. It's going to be playing for the entire DLC in one sitting, so it'll be about 10 hours long tomorrow. Starting at 1 p.m. CEST, the Central European Summer Time Zone. So, until then, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day, and goodbye.